Hello folks, this is John again. Today let's try to make a synth pad tone with TH3, so lots of delay and reverb and what have you. So we will try to make it sound not like a guitar tone. How should we start out? I'd say for starters, let's get a pitch shifter in here. Oh, there's so much to choose from. And a lot of them really can make your guitar sound like almost like an organ. For example, if you take the GOP and just in default settings, it sounds different. Yeah, then when you put a lot of delay and reverb on it and a little bit of smoothing out of the top end, this can really sound like almost like a church organ. Or the harmonizer is also pretty interesting, but for this one, let's keep it simple. Let's just take the general pitch shifter and let's just add an octave, add a 50-50 mix. Okay, now we need a little bit of overdrive. Let's get the S drive 1 in here. Of course, you can choose whichever you like. You can also go for distortion. You can also try an amp setting or an amp and cab combination, whatever you like. So, but I kind of want to try to be a little less conservative here. So let's just get the drive up and the level down a little. Let's see how this sounds like. Yeah, the pitch shifter is messing up a little bit in the tail off, but that's really not a big deal here. I kind of want to put some compression before the distortion because I want some more sustain. Let's just crank it up. Let's take down the sustain a little bit. And we gotta take the level down also because this cranking really boosts the volume also. So we also gotta take down the distortion here, the drive. For basses, this already works. I kind of want to put a bit of EQ in here already, taking down that whole lower range somewhat. Something around those lines. Yeah. Because we will put a lot of delay and reverb on there, and this low range can really muddy things up. We don't want that. Now we actually have our basses here, so this is kind of like our synthesizer generator. It kind of sounds like it anyways, like an old 80s synth. And now let's get into some modulation. I always get confused in here. Where's the mod? I wish they would structure this alphabetically. It would make much more sense and I could find things much faster. No, they don't call it modulation. They already expanded into chorus and flanger and phaser. So chorus, that is what I want. Okay, let's get the wave chorus in here. Just something subtle at this point. Just get a bit more stereo width. Yeah, let's take down the speed a little bit so it doesn't sound too obvious and nasty. Okay, now we can already start with a delay. There it is. Let's just get the digital delay in here. It's quite trustworthy. Let's put this to... Yeah, let's try a dotted 4 and let's put a spread in here to an 1/8, which gives us this kind of delay. Let's put up the mix. We gotta put it up past 50% because the reverb later on will mush things up quite a bit. So also the delay can kind of lose its definition, which I personally don't like. I want the delay to be a bit more audible in there. So something big like this, let's take out the high filter. Let's put a bit more low end filter. So again, the lower range doesn't get all muddy. Okay, from here on out, I constantly have to mute the track because the delay is just going on. Now I want to put in a really strong modulation, like the flange. Let's just get the analog flange in here and keep it at default. Okay, I like to put this one behind the delay. This is really more a matter of opinion. Behind the delay, it keeps a more defined movement, especially with the reverb that will come in now. Again, things will start to mush up and the movement can get a little bit washy and unclear. And putting it behind the delay will keep it clearer than when it's before the delay. Now reverb, where is there's reverb. Let's just go for the D reverb. Let's boost the time. Let's get to, let's say 60%, yeah, around 60%. Let's see what that sounds like now. Okay, not too shabby, not too shabby. For the funs of it, let's try out a different reverb. Let's get hall reverb in here. This one's also really great for big atmospheric ambient stuff. Just boost the size to 100%, get the time to 4 seconds. This will be plenty, and then let's boost the wet dry mix a bit more, yeah, right about now. Of course, unmuted. Yeah, also not too shabby. But let's just stick with the D verb right now, or D reverb. The D verb, I think, is the reverb from Pro Tools, if I'm not mistaken. Now, there we basically have a, yeah, pretty standard kind of synth pad tone. For the fun of it, let's put an auto wah here behind the pitch shifter. Put the filter to about 50%, and then with the sensitivity you have to try out. For this one, I'm gonna have to boost it to 100%. Let's see what that sounds like. Now that sounded kind of surprisingly cool, if you ask me. So again, wrapping up, what did we do here? A pitch shifter, adding in the upper octave, then a little bit of compression, which I only did because I wanted more sustain than in the distortion section. Then EQ, a little bit of chorus just for some first stereo width. Then delay, and then major modulation, and then major reverb. Actually pretty simple. It's not too wacky of a tone. We could go a bit more crazy if we wanted to, but I'll leave that fun up to you. And that's it again for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, leave a comment below and subscribe, and stay tuned for next time.